into a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This
Eu tô aqui, eu tô mutado, porra.
This story is a monster. And monsters
E aí, como é que vai ficar? Tá tranquilo? Cara, finalmente eu vou conseguir jogar o jogo e enxergar as coisas.
Where'd he gone?
Aqui, apaga. Mãe, apaga essa luz aqui pra mim. Ué, você não apagou não? Obrigado. Tá tranquilo aí? Tá. Caralho. É por aqui mesmo? Pior que tá meio escuro, tá meio difícil de enxergar. Ah, não é por aqui. Agora essa porra corre, né? Caralho. Maneiro que, tipo assim, no PC isso travava tudo. Esses jumpscare que dava do nada. Caralho. Bom, agora vai dar pra zerar o jogo, antes nem dava. Esse aqui é o tutorial do spray, né? Cara, legal que essa cutscene aí que dava, toda vez que dava, o áudio era totalmente atrasado com o bagulho.
kiddo.
Mas, tipo, era muita
How are
coisa, tá
you?
ligado?
I'm good, Mom.
Muita
How are you?
coisa.
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all
Tomar no
murdery.
cu.
What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Ó, o diretor da Remedy ali.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Eu acho que o dublador dele morreu, cara. Morreu recente.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Caralho, o gráfico tá muito bom.
Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Nossa, meu Deus,
A
vai travar
deputy
tudo.
was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Nossa.
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Convite, cara, esse aqui travava muito no PC. Apareceu o convite na tela, pum, travava.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
Ah, tá, bacana.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene.
Jeez.
He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some, organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell him I'm here, waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Os caras vão ficar discutindo relacionamento toda hora, pô. Caralho. Ah, vamos lá.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Tá, chegou a parte do...
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
O
The facts are
rapazinho...
on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Fucking nature. Gives me a headache.
Tá de boa aí, Dart?
Too much sky.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Tá bom, vamos explorar essa natureza. Natureza de Cauldron Lake. Ah, não vou ler essas porra não, fala aqui. Não consigo, né?
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
Getting back to nature is your thing.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
É, voltar mesmo. Deixa eu... Opa, tem um negócio aqui.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies.
Isso aqui deve fazer upgrade.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence.
Oi,
Another message?
Otávio. Acho que agora tá bom, né, sua bicha? Oi? Pô, como assim? Por quê?
Keep trying.
Caralho.
Yes.
Sim. Caralho. Não, mas espera aí, repete de novo.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Caralho, o reflexo da água. A água.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Pode ter pênis dele tá à
Thanks,
mostra.
Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest
Agora,
of honor.
galera.
Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Vamos lá. Cara, é muito maneiro esse bagulho do quadro aqui que você coloca.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Não, legal que, tipo assim, eu abria isso no PC, o lugar todo tava, tipo, massinho. Aí depois voltar. Bizarro. Objetivo. Investiga a cena, tá. Esse aqui não tem nada de novidade. Esse aqui eu já fiz também no PC.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
E aí, vamos lá, examinando o cadáver. O
The killer
coração.
left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Tá, beleza. Otávio, voltou? É. Vai
Heart
tomando.
removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with.
Ah, não, eu tava
This
falando na
makes
cal,
4
tá? Achei que
murders that
tava
we
na
know
cal.
about.
Ah... Acho que você tá respirando em cima do microfone, Dark. Ah, tá. Descubra mais sobre a vítima e sobre o assassinato. Tá.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
Tem mais alguma coisa?
Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Ah, obrigado pela mensagem aí. Tamo junto.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Hey there, Mr. Deer.
Ah, vou voltar a
You
ver.
remind me of a dream I had.
Eu, hein? Cara, que porra de sonho é esse? Ó. Caralho. Eita porra, que isso? É confuso. Lavar mãos, tirar frango da geladeira, tirar soneca. Vamos ver. Ah, entendi. Tá, já entendi já o puzzle.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Pera aí,
Wonder
lavar
what's
as
inside.
mãos.
I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Então, lavar as mãos é triângulo e triângulo invertido. Alguma coisa do frango? Caralho, pior coisa que eu esqueci, velho. Pera aí, deixa eu ver. Lavar a mão, ok. Tirar o frango da geladeira e tirar uma soneca, tá? Beleza, vou tirar uma soneca. Tá bom. O frango. Tá, cadê? Aqui, a geladeira. Então é um triângulo do lado de um triângulo ao contrário. Triângulo junto com um triângulo ao contrário. E depois tirar uma soneca. Eu creio que seja na cama, né? Agora eu vou tirar uma soneca. Tá, ok, entendi. Vamos destrancar o baú. Ó, vamos lá. Aqui. Esse aqui. Esse aqui. E... Ah! Puzzles! Isso, acho que isso aqui é munição. Beleza. Bacana. Porra, se fosse no PC, certeza que eu não ia enxergar nada. Aham. Deixa eu ver o minimapa.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
Tá, deixa eu colocar aqui na lista. Marcha. Aqui.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Did they plan for the murder to happen here? I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Ah, pera aí, tem mais alguma coisa pra ver aqui? Ah, aqui, porra. Hã? Não.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
A câmera.
Was it for a camera?
Camera?
Someone was drinking beer.
Camera, Alan Wake?
They spent time here, waiting.
Vamos colocar aqui. Para depois. Ah, ok. Tá, vamos sair então.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Esse cara é do primeiro jogo.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes.
É o cara que é capturado pelo bicho lá no final.
Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Nightingale. Nightingale. Bom.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Ja.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Ok, coloca aqui.
They planned for the murder to happen here,
Caralho,
passing the
olha o
time
posto
with
dali,
equipment
man.
ready. They were waiting for him. But
Caralho,
why
olha esses...
Nightingale?
essa
He's been missing for
textura.
13 years. Why here? Why now?
Why here, right now? Ah, acho que ela vai conversar.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece
Vai
it
conversar
together.
com o cara agora.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Nice. Voz do Hades do Gol 1, porra. Caralho. Tem alguma coisa aqui? Ok. Tá bom.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Acabei cochichando e derrubei o celular.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up
Daqui a
from
pouco
that
fica até sem
direction.
celular.
From the lake.
Vai se fuder daqui a pouco.
Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Eu não
Sure.
acredito que eu vou poder dormir até tarde hoje.
It's not that complicated.
Tô muito feliz.
Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by
Cochilando.
those
Ah, tá.
witnesses, the Bookers.
Corretor.
The job is unfinished.
Você tá escrevendo no negócio da Twitch?
Complicated to me.
No. Tu tá
What was this guy
escrevendo
doing?
Tracks.
pela televisão?
Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense. I didn't know.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Pedaço de papel. Não, mas tu tá
A
escrevendo
page
pelo
full of
chat
text
do...
on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
Cara, essa parte é muito foda.
Felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Ah, tá, entendi.
Someone's been watching us.
Caralho, muito maneiro essas partes.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Tá, deixa eu ver o que foi adicionado. Vamos ver. Aqui. Bateu.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Coloca aqui. Tá, preciso de mais coisas.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Pera aí. Ah tá, esse aqui é um manuscrito. Tem mais alguma coisa? Ah, acho que tem caso. Não. Assassinato anterior. Ah. Ah tá.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Casos. Aqui, assassinato de Carl John Lake. Você tá vendo já?
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body.
Eu vi como
See
é que
what I
ele
can find
funciona
inside.
já. Mas bacana. É tipo um cyberpunk, né? Eu vi.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do... What? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
You made it back.
Deciding what
Good.
happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Caralho, carro de graça. Ah não, é atalho. Pensei que era chave de carro.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Ah, abri aqui também. Beleza. Né? Porra, foda-se. Ah,
Here we are.
mano.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Eu já vi já. Qual que é o carro? Esse aqui, né, porra? Ah tá, moleque dirige, né? Ah tá.